say we'll be back. We are back, the animals of stand-up comedy. So let's give a big round of applause for allergic aardvark, Aileen Ma!
So I came out to my dad the other day. I told him I was vegetarian. I wasn't really planning on coming out, it just sort of happened. So we were at this really popular Cantonese restaurant, and I'm just not excited. It's not a squeamish thing, I'm Chinese. I'll eat anything. But I have a soft spot for animals, and I hate cancer.
Oh.
So the food comes, and my dad tries to get me to taste some of the chashu, the barbecued pork. I resist. Now, even though at this point I haven't touched meat in months, he just keeps bugging me, like if he bugs me enough, I'll eventually give in. So I figure now's a good time to tell him. Dad, Yes, I'm vegetarian. Ma Fei Fei. And when he says my Chinese name, that's when you know shit's crazy. Ma Fei Fei, no daughter of mine is a vegetarian. It is not right. It is not natural. Okay, so at this point, everybody in the restaurant is staring at me crying because he yells really loud. And everybody's staring because everyone in the restaurant is Chinese. But he keeps going. Ma Fei Fei, the flower which does not consume meat will perish in the stampede of the buffalo. Ma Fei Fei, meat is the dance of the Yellow River, which has been passed down from generation to generation. The fuck, Dad? So, you'll be glad to hear that I did not live with my dad during high school. Yay! Okay. Instead, I lived with my grandparents in a really small town in SoCal called Banning. If you haven't heard of it, that's a good thing. Oh yeah, right. So, now, Banning is the small Southern California town 2 hours southeast of the middle of nowhere. Banning is known for two things. It has the highest rates of unemployment in California and the highest concentration of Republican voters who have no reason to vote Republican at all. But Banning does have good food. In our area, we have a restaurant called the Copper Kettle Cafe, and they serve amazing Southern home cooking. I mean, mind you, that's copper with the K, kettle with the K, and cafe with the K. They're very particular about that. So they might be racist. But oh boy, is their buttermilk fried chicken amazing. I should probably mention that I'm not vegetarian anymore. Also, I think they're a family-owned business. That's always a good thing. Because every time I go there, all of their waitresses have blonde hair and blue eyes. And I mean, sure, they have bad service unless I go there with my wife friend Anna. But until they put up a sign that says that a percentage of the proceeds will go to anti-gay Christian organizations, Chick-fil-A, I will keep going there and going there and going there until the day I die happy from eating too much butter. Like that's gonna happen. But speaking of my friend Anna, her boyfriend is coming home from Afghanistan in about a month. And they're getting married. I know, I'm just so excited. And she's not even pregnant, so. That's actually a big deal in Banning. So she asked me to be one of her bridesmaids, and I have to admit, I'm having second thoughts. I mean, sure, she's that one friend I know I can call anytime at all, to vent about whatever it is. But I also know that at the end of that phone call, she'll probably say something like this. Are you sure you're